Page 28, March of the Extra-Terrestrials. 4/4 time. This chart thing where they give you the hand position, I wouldn't worry about trying to memorize what they call the hand position. I've never heard it called that before, but I mean it makes sense if you think about it, because the thumbs are sharing D and you're using whole steps. Remember, a whole step is the same as 2 half steps. A half step's the shortest. A whole step's 2 of those, so there's 1 note in between. Here, or to here, here, or to here. There's got to be 1 note in between, and that's what this is, using all whole steps. So we hear, here, here, here. There's a lot of music written in whole tones, a whole scale, a whole tone scale. And that's basically that's the sounds you get. So let's look at this. Right hand first. Now the right hand doesn't play until the top of page 29. It's here. 4th finger, because remember we're in this position. So it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, they're all sharps because the sharp applies for the rest of the measure. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And it's not too bad, is it? Last line at the bottom of page 29 is E and a G sharp. And then that's tied for the rest of the piece. All those whole notes are tied together, so you just keep hanging on to it. Left hand, bottom of page 28, you're here. Remember, this is the position, we're here. Rest, rest. Now there's an AVA under that, so you're not going to play that second measure here, you got to go down here. So it's 1, rest, rest. Now it's 2 octaves lower. For the next one, it's down here. You're just going to love this one, I know it. Now if your keyboard is short and you don't have that far, you go down as low as you can go and that's it. Don't worry about going lower, because you can't. So, on page 28, last measure at the end of it, there's a fermata over the rest. We're simply going to hold that rest a little longer. It's here. And you're just going to make sure the sound has plenty of time to completely die away before we go on. When I do this with a metronome, I'm just going to hold that rest for 2 counts instead of 1, then we keep going. At the top of page 29, we're back up here again. Second line, it's a B flat. Third line, A flat again. And that third line again, we're going to go down. The first measure is here, next measure is down here, and next measure is down here. We've done this before, and we got that fermata on the quarter rest again. Well, okay. Last line, it's a A flat C. And that's pretty much it. And we got another fermata on a quarter rest. I'll hold that 2 counts instead of 1. And this at the end there, the last 2 measures, 2 octaves lower. So instead of here, you gotta go down here. Isn't that nice? Put the hands together. Only the left hand's playing on page 28. So let's go to the top of page 29. When the hands together, remember we're in this position. So it's here. That's tricky. Second line, third measure. Because both hands want the D. So it's here, the left hand gets it first, and now the right hand gets it. And now the left hand gets it. So it's type thing. And you're going to repeat that. You see at the end of the third line? Back up to the top of the page, and when you do, there's a note, second time AVA for the right hand. Left hand stays where it is. So that when you repeat it, you're up here. Next line's the same thing. You stay up there. Here you don't have the problem of sharing the D because you're an octave apart, so that's fine. Then the last line at the bottom, you're down here. The right hand down as you finish it up, and the left hand down here. Then once you can do that, work out the hesitations. Don't want any hesitations anywhere. Add the dynamic or the articulation, the staccatos and stuff. Nice light wrist staccato. can't do a true staccato at the bottom of the keyboard. It won't let you, but do the best you can. At least you do the technique for it. And then at the top of page 29, you've got staccatos in the left hand and not the right. Now it's both hands. Second line, the same articulation. Okay, then on the last line, there's no staccatos in that at all. It's all. Just play it as legato as you can and don't worry about it because the pedal will cover it up anyway. And once you have that, add the dynamics. It starts out soft at the beginning there at the bottom of page 28. You'll have to decide what soft is. I don't know. It's a trick because on piano it's hard to play soft at the down here. Do the best you can. And then page 29, now it's forte, a loud. That's the right hand. Keep the left hand down to about a moderately soft in that range. Don't get loud there. You want to hear the right hand. So fourth, even when you repeat it and your hand's up, you still want to hear the right hand. Second time on that. And third line down, now you're soft. It's like it was at the beginning. And then at the last line, now you're loud. And then the last two measures are soft. And those are not staccato. You lick them as best you can. Now, as far as the tempo or the speed goes, at the beginning it says moderato, which is somewhere in the middle. I don't know about where. I don't know what moderato is. It's not fast, it's not slow, it's whatever. Then when you get to the top of page 29, now they say march tempo, as if you're going left, right, left, right, left. I don't know if that's faster or slower than moderato. I think it's a little faster, yeah. And then when you get down to the bottom, the last two measures, now it's slowly, slower, you're down to here. It's not slowing down, it's just all of a sudden you go slower. You'll have to decide what the tempos are, experiment with it. Get to where you can really listen to the music, you're not thinking about notes and rhythms, and then you'll have a better idea of how fast you think it should go. Then they add pedal. There at the last line on page 29. Push the pedal, in this case, push the pedal down with the notes. I'm going to release the dampers, release the overtones with the notes at the same time, not after. And at the end of the line, you lift the pedal up with the hands at the same time. I would like to play it with you very slowly, the whole thing, all at one tempo. I can't change tempos because the metronome won't change tempos easily. So I'll give us 4 counts, so let's do this together slowly. And we're going to take all the repeats and everything. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. Rest. Rest, hold. Rest, rest, hold, repeat. rest, 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 hold. 1, 2, 3, rest, hold.